very tough when good speakers speak before you. I was quite excited 3 years back when the Prime Minister Modi spoke one line, the Indian Railways will become the growth engine of nation's Vikas Yatra. And I was wondering, especially for the foreign guests, that how would it happen? As Dr. Debra has already spoken about the larger economical part, let me focus on a small transaction. Many times you don't have to speak from the 25,000 feet. You can speak about one example and you can communicate what change can be done. So what I'm doing is I'm skipping my entire speech because that has already been covered by Dr. Debra, and it's always a pain when he speaks because then you lose all your content because he's so knowledgeable. So today's 24th March 2017, I recollect the same day in 2014, 3 years back, exactly 3 years back. There's a passenger who's traveling from Mumbai to Delhi, and there is a problem in the bulb. He tries to take a help. There's no light inside the coach, and then there is a pain. As the passenger was an enlightened citizen, he gets down at Delhi, complains, writes that a particular coach, there was a problem. Believe me, every railway man is as sincere as what I am or you are and tries to do his bit. But the passenger, in turn, never knew that there was a complete transaction, there was a change in that bulb. That customer satisfaction part was not there. Today on 24th March 2017, exactly after 3 years, if you see, if there is a problem within the coach, I think the passenger has to merely just tweet. And what my friend said, the power of internet, you do that and he tweets that. And by the time he reaches another destination, probably the change happens. So the person, the personnel, the employee, the workman within railway is as sincere as he was that time. What has changed is the experience. I think what Honorable Minister Suresh Prabhuji did, we everybody in the team, especially the CRIS did, is not to change the technology only. Hear me out, not to change only the technology. We changed the way, the culture which the working was done. It's not about small incidences on Twitter. It's about the culture. Now the passenger is the centric force. It's not the authority who's the centric. One incident and 3 things happened. One is accountability. And I think this is the first minister in the entire history of Indian Railways who is holding himself responsible for the finest of granular details. You don't get milk? Fine, I'll help you out. This brings in not only transparency, also speed in the services. And that experience, which the passenger never had before. I could have spoken on Kailashi bigger things. I could have spoken on the vision, how much 1,000 crore rupees we are going to spend on IT and all this, because this is already there on the net. And had not been this opportunity, I would not have seen my colleagues from Britain, China and US been sitting here, right? They're here because there is opportunity. And see a fantastic thing. They're trying to convince us. And as an Indian, I'm very happy. They see this market. And this is because there is a cultural change which has happened. Such a big organization. Every of my employees participating in this growth engine. How is it possible? Just because of that small incidents which we call as social media. We never thought about this kind of innovative practices in railways. And we have all seen this. But what is the way forward? As I said, I'm not going to speak on the big ticket items because big ticket items, I can always make that. But we're going to integrate this probably. Now what is happening on internet is you tweet, we help you out. It's another thing. Probably there is going to be something integration. Maybe we may have call centers around that. We may have some kind of app been developed. Can we have an escalation metric around that? Can it be geo-tagged so that the people who are supposed to service need not be informed? There can be an SL inside it. Where will you host? Will it be done on our own data centers? Will there be a cloud? Will this cloud be particularly a public partnership or a hybrid cloud? I don't know. We'll have to all think about this. Why I get excited about this complaint redressal system, because complaint redressal system is not only about passenger, which is my small revenue generating arm. Complaint redressal is also about the trade, right? The traffic itself, the entire freight. We get excited when we talk about tagging the containers and so that you know that where are your goods. It's going to help you out. Will this bring in efficiency? I'm sure about that this will bring in efficiency. All other pages are totally irrelevant, Kailashji, because this has already been spoken about. But I think performance accountability is a visible metric which we are going to put in the next few months. And my colleagues in CRIS, especially, they're working 24/7 to make an app which can bring in entire services on one single platform. Can you book a ticket? Can you see where the train is? Can you see the reservation? Everything on the app best. But this is happening. Maybe for the first time we are going to use data analytics to generate information about whether we really need that train, whether we need 12 coaches, whether we need 7 coaches. And I personally believe as a student of economics that informed decision making is the best decision. What are the things which I would have otherwise spoken about? We would have talked about, can we use artificial intelligence? Can we have some kind of workplace experience within the coach? Can the e-procurement be bought on the level which we are actually expecting? And I would request the August gathering here, please help us out to make this corporation better than what it was yesterday. Help us out to serve you better. As I said earlier, Kailashji, all the earlier speakers have spoken such nicely things. I don't want to actually repeat what they said. But we are committed to cashless transactions. We are committed to digital transaction, and that will lead to a lot of dissolution, what we said. If there is somebody who handles cash, and we believe that cash is disease, probably that will bring in some kind of corruption-free society. If we can leverage technology to understand where my personals are, we have more than few lakh of personals. The leave management, the attendance management. Each of you sitting here can actually participate in this. And probably that's why we also have launched that hashtag, if I'm not wrong, it is hashtag IT for RAIL, IT for rail, where you can actually write this thing, IT numeric for RAIL. Tag in, suggest what you want. When I was sitting here before the session started, my friends from corporate came out and suggested what a lot of things. Tag on. I have a small request. Whenever I go to Japan, or I talk about Japan, I get little psyched. What is their population versus my population? What is their IPR filing versus my IPR filing? We file hardly 2,000 IPRs, 2,000 patents, whereas a small country like Japan has 50,000 patents. We are fantastic human beings. We are a fantastic nation. Can't we come together to file more patents? China and us put together maybe 1/3 of the human beings. With due respect to my friends from West, we can develop standards which can match internationally, right? Come out with our own standards. I appropriately remember one shlok, and I would like to speak about this, and then I may try to translate that in English so that my friends from other countries also understand. And this was told to me by my father, and I generally repeat this. Ishasvaneva gajaneva, siya neva chaneva, ajat putra balidata, devo durbal ghataka. Nobody altars, nobody sacrifices horse on the altar of God. He's useful. Nobody can dare to sacrifice elephant. He's big. Siha neva chaneva. You can't think about a predator because they would eat you up before you sacrifice it. Ajat putra balidata. Ajat is what? Goat, and his son is only the bali ka bakra, right? He's only sacrifice. Devo durbal ghataka. Even the God does not like the weak. I would request all of you to rise upon and make this great country a fantastic, powerful country to fulfill the vision of Prime Minister of 2022. Kailash, I would like to thank you personally. It's always a pleasure to talk here. Today I have deliberately shortened this because my speech is available on my website. I can share this with you later on. I don't want to repeat what all the earlier guys is in. Thank you very much. Bharat Mata ki jai.
Thank you.